Hey there, Jed Coburnus here from jedcoburnus.com, and welcome to Talk Therapy. It's just a tool that I use to get past my analytical mind, to get to know myself better, and hopefully inspire somebody, maybe one person, to do the same thing. Just hit record and start talking. You don't have to share it to the world like I do, but you just never know what's going to come out, and that's the beautiful part. Just hit record. And it really helps. It really helps to just talk things out, to just get rid of all the junk that just sits in your head, or all the thoughts that toxify your mind, and just bleh, right, all that crap that just sits in there and sours the apples, right? So yeah, here we are. I never really think about what I'm going to say, and that's the point. But today, today it is more or less just some thoughts. There's a buck. Oh man. And there are some days that I just get distracted by, stuff on the road, and we all do. We all go, "Oh my gosh," right? Look at that, or what is that? But hopefully you're not distracted by your phone. That was something that I saw on the way home from driving from Hutchinson. There is a massive amount of people driving and looking at their phone. A massive amount. And I'm not talking like what I'm doing here is looking into the camera for a split second, looking back up. I'm talking like full out looking down at their phone while they're driving. That is some scary stuff, man. Yikes. But whatever, right? I can't change that. People are going to do what they do. Hopefully they don't. But whatever. Defensive driving 101. Look out for the idiot looking down on his phone. Right? So change. I was thinking about it yesterday on the way home, and you can't change anybody. You literally cannot change anybody. And I'm talking to myself here, right? I can show you a way and direct you towards others who have worked it their way. But you cannot change anybody. You can influence them, but you can't change them. You can try to persuade them, but you cannot change anybody. No way. It's not gonna happen. And here's why. They have to decide to change for themselves. They have to decide to change for themselves. Yelling at them, being nice to them, giving them something, external sources, like giving them a treat, giving them praise, or giving them a cold shoulder, or, military style, like do it or don't. None of that's really going to work, because they need to change, or they need to want to change for themselves. Everything starts from the inside. Confidence starts from the inside. Loving your life starts from the inside. The happiest person on the outside is not necessarily the happiest person on the inside. What are they really like behind closed doors? What are they really like when they're not in front of people? If you're the same, no matter what, there you go. But if you mask anything, I'm telling myself this, if you mask any sort of happiness or unhappiness because a certain person is around, then you're not going to change. Then nothing is going to change. Marrying somebody will not change anything. Having a baby will not change anything. Getting a different job will not change anything. I had to stumble upon that one because it might change something. But at the end of the day, no, it won't. Because it has to start here, from within. I can provide all of the value in the world for somebody and stand right beside them and do it with them and all of that fun stuff. But as soon as I'm gone, they're going to go right back to what they were doing before. It starts from within. And through this entire journey of life, I'm realizing that I am crazy enough to think that I can change the world. But also, I'm done changing the world first. Let's put it that way. I'm done changing the world first. Because I have been changing on the inside. And that is how you change the world. You change the world by really digging deep and asking yourself really hard questions. Am I happy 24 hours a day? What is my life's purpose? Now, these are clouds questions, right? These are questions that come from the clouds. You're like, oh my gosh, what is this? What is the meaning of life? All this fun stuff. But like, really listening for an answer, right? Not just filling in the blank. Really listening for an answer. If you're important in your job and you feel a certain way, and then you go home and you don't feel that same way, why? If you are at home and you feel a certain way until your spouse comes home and then you feel a different way, why? What is going on in your world internally that you are different? And how do you change that? Who's going to change that? You got to want to change. You got to want it so bad that you don't want it anymore. You got to want it so bad that it's just already done. And you keep working at it. I don't want to work with anybody who doesn't want to change. And what that means is, that's professionally, that's privately, that's anybody. I don't want to work with anybody who doesn't want to change, who doesn't really want to change. That's without me, right? I mean, like, you're going to have a massive amount of effort. I'm not going to take that on. I can give you the tools. Now, you got to use them. Just like if you're going to go to the wood shop and build a table, I'll show you how to operate the tools. But you actually have to put it together. You actually have to use the tools. I'm not going to build a table for you if you agreed to build a table. The whole thing about change is it's a relationship with yourself. A lot of people think that's nebulous or woo-woo, right? Like they don't understand it. It's because you've never really understood yourself. We're too busy flipping through Facebook, looking at everybody else's lives. Hopping on Instagram, checking out what everybody else has done today. Being on on Snapchat, checking out everybody else's stories, seeing what they got going on today. That makes no sense to me. It's interesting to see what happens. Some might think I'm limiting my market by saying I don't want to work with people who aren't motivated to change or who aren't ready for it. I don't care. I want to work with people that I want to work with, and being specific about who I want to work with makes it even better. Because then the quality of work that I do with those people, through the roof. Versus if I'm not enjoying the process, I have to become selfish to become selfless. That's how it works. Everybody has to become selfish to become selfless. It's not like you're going to ignore your family. It's not like you're going to ignore your spouse or your children or anybody, right? Rule number 1 is love your family. That's it. You gotta love them. You know, number 2 is work super hard. Last night, full disclosure, last night, I have this game on my phone. I was playing it for most of the night. I think I'm gonna delete that dumb thing today. I don't need it. It serves me no value. Like, I could have gotten a lot done, and I'm good with it. Like, by me having that game on my phone, it's an escape. But then I didn't get a WOD done. I didn't get a WOD video done. And oh well, right? What's done is done. I chose to do that last night, and that's kind of how it works. Yeah, I'm good with it. I'm going to keep it, and I may delete it, actually. I just decided that I'm going to delete it. Yeah. I'm deleting that game, and it just gets a hold of you. You get into a pattern and a routine, and watch out. I'm not perfect. It's just how it works. So, yeah. I think that's good. I think I'm good with that. That's a good session. If you're looking for any kind of coaching, one-on-one services, comment info below. Looking for a system that can help you become more confident, comment system below. Like, comment, and share. Cobra Nation, I know you're listening. Let me know if anything helped you today. Let me know if I can help you today. And as always, if you're willing to change from the neck up, you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn to start believing in yourself. Stay safe out there. Be blessed. Bye for now.